Robbie, Middlesex begin the new season this week with a home game against Derbyshire, and that I imagine is a fixture that will bring back some happy memories for you from last year.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an incredibly special day on the Monday bank holiday at the back end of last year, I think I'll remember that very, very fondly for many years. So. We're really excited to get going on Thursday. You know, they definitely have a strong side, new coach and some really strong overseas players. So that'll be a really tough match to start. But hopefully, we're feeling really good, and it'll be great to start the season well and with a win.
I'm sure you got fed up with people like myself banging on about the wait for your first class century, which came in that Derbyshire match. But the key thing, sort of looking at that, was that you backed that up with another 100 straight away. Was that almost more important to do, just to show it wasn't a one-off, and you know you can do it on a regular basis?
Yeah, I think so. I think you want to be hungry for more. Like coming into this season, you've still got that desire and that real goal to push on and get another one and to keep contributing for the team. I think it was a fair bit easier probably in that game at Hove, coming in at about 350 for two compared to some of the games here. I think I suppose the more it goes on, the more each one will mean to you. So it was great to go again in that game down at Hove, but I think almost each one that comes is the next most important.
You played in the majority of the games last summer. Do you feel like an established player at this point?
That's a good question. I don't think so necessarily. I think last year was great. It was lovely to have a consistent place in the team and to be contributing. But I think this is very much a new season. We've got a new coaching setup. We've got slightly different squads. So there's a lot of work to do for players, and I think there's nothing taken for granted at the moment, for sure.
I'm glad you mentioned the new coaching setup, because I was going to come on to that. I mean, as you say, big changes off the field with regard to coaching and management. And the biggest change, of course, Richard Johnson coming back as first team coach, having previously been second 11 coach when you were coming through. Does that make it an easier transition, that you and many of the other players in the squad have worked with Jono before?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very familiar feel with the coaching setup. I think when I came as a second 11, as a sort of teenager in the academy, Jono was running the second team, and he was brilliant with us young guys, helping us integrate into the pro staff. And I think a lot of us have really good relationships from his time with us previously. So he's come back in, and it's almost felt like a continuous of the past. And he knows us all really well, and he knows how to get the best out of us. So I think we're really excited about the new setup and how that will help us moving forward.
We've also got a change of structure in the county championship, or I suppose it's reverting to what was before COVID, really, going from the conference system with the three groups of six back to two division cricket with promotion and relegation. Which do you feel, having played both, which is the better system?
It's an interesting question. I think there are pros and cons to both. I think probably having the two divisions, and the Division 1 being the sort of premier that teams are aiming for, I think is probably the purest form. And I think one of our biggest targets is that we want to be a Division 1 team, and we want to be competing to win the championship. So I think that gives us real motivation. The conference system worked really well, and you played different teams, and it was I think a good format for those couple of years. But I think back to the divisional system, where you want the best teams competing for the championship over the whole course of the summer, I think it's probably a good system in my view. So that's definitely our aspiration coming into this year.
And looking at that, I mean, as you said, it's a two-division system. Sadly, Middlesex have been in the second division for quite a while now. How would you assess the prospects of a real promotion challenge this year?
Well, I think since winning the championship in 2016, and then getting relegated, we obviously have been in Division 2, and I think we found it very difficult. It's still really tough cricket, and I think we found the challenge of getting promoted really tough, and there's nothing nothing on offer for teams, and everyone's playing aggressive attacking cricket to try and get in those top spots. So we're really confident, we feel really good, we know we've got a good side and a good enough side to get promoted, but we're going to have to play really well because every other team in that division is fighting to get up there. So we think we've got a great chance, but we know we have to play our best to get there.
As we said, the main changes have been on the coaching side, not too many changes on the playing side, but one of the big changes was the signing of Shaheen Afridi as the second overseas player. How are you looking forward to playing with one of the top bowlers in world cricket?
It's incredibly exciting for all of us. I think when we heard the news, everyone was absolutely buzzing to have him around. I think there aren't many players in the world who we'd rather have coming over. So, our bowling's been really strong over the last few years. So, it's not like that's been an area of weakness, but I think he brings an X factor and a world-class quality that I think any team would be lucky to have. So I think we'll be pleased to be having him on our team and be watching him from slip rather than be having him in the nets bowling to us. But no, it'll be great to have him over, and we can't wait to have a look at him going at the opposition.
Robbie, thanks for your time and best of luck for the season.
Yes, thanks, mate.